In today's video, we are talking about the 15 most worn makeup products of 2024. These are my holy grails, you guys. These are the products that I reach for more often than any other product in their category. Most of these will not come as a surprise to you, but a few of them actually will. Let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I have a product in every category to do a full face. We might be missing something. I didn't try to force anything here, so I really just sat down and kind of thought, like, what products have I really just grabbed the most this year? Which products do I use the most often, the most frequently? I think I've got about 15 products here, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with concealer. The concealer that I grabbed the most this year, and this might surprise you because I don't actually think I've talked about it on YouTube much, but keep in mind, you guys, I do like one video a week. So all the other days of the week, you know, I'm grabbing this concealer more often than other concealers. This is certainly not the concealer that I use every single day, but if there's one concealer that I use the most, it would be this one, and it's the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. This is such a fantastic concealer, you guys. It is a really nice, hydrating, good coverage concealer. It's lightweight, it blends in beautifully to the skin. I love it. I would almost call this like a dupe to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I always recommend this when people email me or reach out and ask for a good drugstore concealer option. It's very, very nice. It's just a fantastic concealer. Most mornings that I'm waking up, I'm usually headed to the gym, and I'll tap a little bit of this under the eye, not as much as I have on today, but just a little bit, and then I'll apply my tinted SPF, and that'll be kind of my complexion as I step out of the house to just run errands or go to the gym. And I like to use the BK Beauty A506 to blend this in. I can also use my fingers, so in the morning when I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I'll just blend it out with my fingers because, again, I don't want full coverage, I just want a little bit of brightness. But this brush is great to get the most coverage out of this product. And this is a good shade for me because it conceals and corrects, but it also brightens under the eye and gives a little bit of highlight. And I really like to take this kind of all the way up here back to the temple to really lift the eye. I would say this concealer is really great for dry skin, mature skin. You definitely want to set this with a powder to avoid it from creasing, but honestly, that's really the case for every concealer. I have yet to find a concealer that will not crease if you don't set it. There's a few things that contribute to creasing. I think creasing is pretty inevitable, quite honestly, but you can definitely run into the issue more if you're using the wrong concealer formula, if you're using too much of your concealer, more than you need. The idea is to get the coverage that you need but not have any excess product there, because obviously the excess product will move and it'll settle into fine lines and texture. And you know, our face has expressions. You know, when we smile, we get all of this texture under the eyes, we get fine lines, all of that. So when you have makeup there, it's inevitable, it's gonna move. So there are things you can do to lessen the creasing, but oh, so good. All right, let's go to the other side and blend this out. Now, I do have another concealer that I keep in my purse, and it's kind of my touch-up concealer. It's also a really great color corrector. In fact, that's what it's intended to be, is a color corrector. I'll share that one with you guys next. And again, that's a product. I have talked about it on YouTube before, but you might be surprised to know that it's kind of what I keep in my bag and what I use for touching up concealer. I don't touch up concealer much. I really don't. It's not like a part of the face that I touch up every day, but like, let's say I've had a long day at the office and I'm going straight from there to something, an event or a dinner. I definitely will refreshen up my makeup. The product that I use for that to brighten the under eyes is the Bobbi Brown Color Corrector. This is such a fantastic product, you guys. It's just a little solid stick. I'll put a little bit on. In fact, I probably should have done it before I put the concealer on, but I'll just take this like to touch up my concealer. You're not really gonna see it now since I have fresh concealer, but I'll just put a little bit on and I'll just blend it out with my fingers, and it'll just refresh the under eye, neutralize any darkness, brighten. And it's a nice formula because it's a stick, it's a solid, so it's really easy to keep in your bag. It's no bigger than a lipstick and it's not messy. It's really great. I love this product and I use this one all the time. So these two products are the most used of 2024 when it comes to concealer. Look at that. Look at the under eye. It's perfect now. There's nothing quite like a good concealer to really just waking up the face, right? These two products, I will tag them in the YouTube shopping platform, and I'll also link them down below along with my shades. Okay, let's jump into foundation. And this was a pretty obvious pick for me. In fact, the entire video was inspired by this product. I teamed up with Jane Iredale, so this video is sponsored by Jane Iredale, and I was thinking of concepts I wanted to do around this, and I decided to do this video because I wanted to share, like I said, products that I use and reach for it the most frequently, and this is the, out of every product here, This is the one that I think has gotten the most wear time in 2024. It is the Jane Iredale Pure Pressed Mineral Powder Foundation. It is just good. I mean, and I know that if you watch my videos all the time, you know, you're gonna hear me repeat the same things over with this product, so I apologize, but for those of you that are new, let me give you the skinny on this product. So this is a powder foundation, but it is unlike any powder foundation you have ever tried. I guarantee you it. It does not look like a powder foundation. So it doesn't have talc in it, which talc can be the ingredient that gives a very heavy, matte, flat, kind of dull look to the skin. This actually has properties that reflect light, so it gives a very natural skin-like finish. It's a mineral powder foundation. It has ingredients that are good for your skin. It also has an SPF of 20 in it, and it's just beautiful. This works for all skin types. It works for mature skin, believe it or not. It is fantastic, and I love how versatile it is. I'm going to use the N15, and I'm going to really build up the coverage of this. The reason this is my most used, I think, is one, it's so easy. It's just so easy. Two, it's really easy to travel with, and I have done a ton of traveling this year, so this is usually the foundation that I go for. And three, it looks beautiful. So even if I have a special event, you know how you have that that special event makeup that it's maybe your best like foundation, you know, like those fancy special products that you like save for a special occasion. This is my special occasion foundation. And this also is my going to the gym foundation. This is my going to the beach foundation. It's just so, so good. So this is the inspiration that kind of kicked off this video idea, to be honest. Now, Jane Iredale is having their Black Friday sale right now. You can get 20% off site-wide, you guys, 20% off site-wide. So that's why I teamed up with them to share that promotion that's going on. It's such a good one. I have a couple other Jane Iredale products in this video that we will get to. So make sure you check the description box for links and my shades and all the information for the sale to shop it. What I also love about this product is even though I'm using it to get full coverage right now, you can use this on top of like a tinted SPF or a light tinted foundation if you just want to get a little extra coverage. But in that case, I would use a larger brush to apply this, and I'd apply it in a softer, more natural application. So it's just beautiful. It looks good all day long. I love this product. I know you guys love this product. I hear from so many of you how you love this. And I don't even know how many of these I've gone through. I've gone through probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of these. It's so good. I want you to see how this just looks like skin. Do you see how the light reflects from it and gives you a little bit of that kind of lit from within radiance to the skin? Not a glow, but not matte either. It's so beautiful. In fact, I'm even going to use it to kind of set underneath the eyes a little bit. And when you purchase this, you want to make sure that you get the compact and the refill. I think they have a bundle where you get for your first time purchase, you get the compact and the refill, but I'll make sure to leave all that information in the description box. And then when you repurchase it, you just need to get the refill. So love, 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 love this product. Okay, one thing I want to mention before we move on is that not only does Jane Iredale have 20% off site-wide right now, but you also get a free lip and cheek stain with the purchase of $100 or more. So really great things happening over there. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on. So for brows, there was one product that I feel like I've used the most this year, and that is the Lawless Hold Up Soft Set Creamy Brow Wax. I love this brow wax. It's like a waxy gel. It's like a gel formula, but it's very waxy. I've switched up brow pencils. And I have a few that I like, brow pencils, but there wasn't one brow pencil that I feel like has gotten more wear time than the others, but this brow gel is so good. I love it. And it's one that I definitely will replenish. It's my favorite. I like it because it has like a waxy texture to it, so it keeps the hair in place. It also gives a little bit of volume, and the shade is perfection. It's a little bit lighter than my brow pencil, so it's a nice kind of way to balance out the brow. Especially if I go a little too heavy with my brow pencil, I can soften it with this gel. This is so good. Okay, let's move on to bronzer and cheeks, and I think that this will come as no surprise to you guys. They're both Jane Iredale products. So first up is their bronzer, their powder bronzer. I'm the lightest shade in this, and I absolutely love this powder bronzer. There's another bronzer that's a cream bronzer that got a lot of playtime this year. It's the Patrick Ta cream bronzer and powder bronzer duo. I love both formulas, and they're great. The powder has more of a shimmer to it. The cream is fantastic, and anytime I reached for a cream bronzer, I would say 7 out of 10 times it was that one. I don't have that one here, but I will link it and list it down below for you, and I did want to call that one out and mention it. But when it comes to powder, this is my go-to. This is my favorite powder bronzer. I just love how silky this formula is, and I also love the tone and the shade of this. It's warm, but it's not orange. It's sculpting, but it's not gray. It's really beautiful. And I'm gonna use the same brush, the N15, and we are gonna just go, and I like to just kind of press it onto the skin to get the most payoff right here to also create a little more definition, right? Now, once I get here to the hairline, then I'll kind of sweep it into the hairline to get a more sheer, lighter application. But right here, I want you to see some structure and some definition. It's very consistent, it's silky. This in the Pure Press base is a product that I have in my studio, at home, and at our BK Beauty office, because I'm always, you know, rotating where I do my makeup. I actually rarely do my makeup at home these days. I rarely do. On days that I'm not working, I'll do my makeup at home, but any day that I'm working, I'm usually coming to the office to apply my makeup and film it, or coming here to the studio to apply my makeup. Oh, look at how good that is. It's so good. Okay, you guys, and blush. Let's just take a guess. I'm gonna give you guys a second. Drop a comment real quickly and guess which blush is my most used blush in 2024. I think this is an obvious one. This also equally inspired this video along with the Pure Press base, but it's the Jane Iredale blush stick in the shade Balmy. What can I say about this? I have a deep, deep love affair with this product. The formula is fantastic. The formula hits every mark. It's got the perfect amount of pigment. It's very easy to blend. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy. It gives a glow to the skin because of the texture. But the color of this is just like, it just brings it all home for me. It is what makes this product just outstanding to me. It's this beautiful warm pink. Now I've layered it up quite a bit here, so obviously when I apply this on the cheeks and blend it out, it's going to be a more sheer version of this, but it just gives the skin this beautiful balmy look. Like it, I feel like, you know when you go on vacation to a beach and it's sunny and humid and your skin is glowing and you just have this beautiful glow to the skin, but there's heat in the air and it just gives this, like, that's what I imagine. I imagine like an Amazonian goddess. I'm trying to paint a picture here for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a 112 brush, and I actually like to take my brush and apply it to the product. You can certainly take this product and apply it straight to the cheeks, but I like to do this. It just gives me a little more control, and I feel like I just get a prettier application this way. And I always like to start right here at the highest point of the cheekbone and kind of blend up. What I love about this is you can get a really nice light application like this, or you can build it up if you want more color. It's very easy to work with. It's pretty foolproof. I just think the shade is so pretty. It lights up the face. I feel like it gives a very youthful, healthy look to the skin. It's gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. There was actually a rep from Jane Iredale in town in Austin this week, and she came by our BK Beauty office and got to meet our team, and she gifted our team, everyone, with a balmy blush. And the next day, everyone was wearing it, and they were all like, oh my God, I love this blush. And I'm like, I told you so. I told you so. I have like this tier level of products. Like there's products that I like, there's products that I love, and there are products that are like, oh my gosh, this is my holy grail. And this falls into that category. Just makes me feel good. This is another product that I have at home, in my studio, and at the office. Oh, I love it. So, so good. Oh my gosh, pretty. Let's move along, you guys. Now, when it comes to loose setting powder, this one was a little challenging for me because for me to do this video justice and share with you the powder that I've used really the most this year, it's unfortunate because this powder formula has changed, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Givenchy Prisma Libre powder. It changed, it was reformulated, and now it's nothing like the original. So I do want to mention this because I would be untruthful if I didn't say that this was the most used powder, but I did want to pop in and share the powder that I've been using in replacement now that this formula is different and it doesn't have all the qualities that I loved. The Huda Beauty is really a very close matchup to it. I still prefer the original Givenchy, but the Huda Beauty is the next best thing. This is the Easy Bake powder, and this is the shade Peach Pie. I have it in a few shades, and when I went online, it actually looks like Peach Pie is meant to go with deeper skin tones or more tan skin tones, but I love it. It works for me. So what I love about this powder is it's very lightweight. It's mattifying, but it's a soft matte, and it does smooth out texture and give a very blurred, airbrushed finish. It's beautiful, and it works really well underneath the eyes. So I have the BK Beauty 108 brush. I really loaded it up with product, but I'm going to tap off the excess so there's not a bunch of heavy product sitting here on the brush. And I'm just going to tap underneath the eyes. This has a pretty strong fragrance to it, though, so keep that in mind. I know some of us are sensitive to that, but it just blurs everything and makes it look smooth and matte. It's beautiful. So this is a close runner-up to the Givenchy ever since the Givenchy was reformulated. Obviously, I still have it. You know, I still have some and I can use it. But when I'm filming content or videos, I don't want to use something that you guys can't, you know, pick up because that's kind of frustrating, right? So this has been my replacement. And whenever I powder, I like to powder kind of right around the cream products that I applied, but not on top of the cream because I still want to keep that glow to the skin. But by powdering around it, I'm creating a little border around there. So it just keeps the makeup in place so that it's less likely to kind of move or slide or migrate down the face. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is really, really nice. So I don't know why Givenchy reformulated their powder. That's unfortunate because I'm not really a fan of the new formula. Okay, so I did my shadow off camera. When I was thinking about shadows, I really couldn't think of like one product that I used enough this year to like qualify as the most worn eyeshadow palette. But I will share with you what I have on my eyes, what I just applied off camera. So I applied the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Laying Low. It's a really pretty soft peach. So I applied this and then I used the Jane Iredale Naturally Matte palette. This is a really great all matte palette, neutral. You've got warm shades, you also have a couple cool. I just did this under the brow, I did this one in the inner corner, and then believe it or not, I just popped a little bit of this on the outer half of my lid and that was it. That's what I applied off camera. Now back to the products that I've used the most this year. When it comes to an eyeliner, there was just a clear standout for me, and it's the Fenty Beauty eyeliner in the shade Puppy Eyes. Has the most beautiful metallic, like coppery finish. Let me show you guys what this looks like. It is so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? It's like deep enough to give definition at the lash line, but you can obviously tell it's not like a super dark chocolate brown. I love it, and I love the shimmer to it. It's just a really soft look on the eyes. So this is the liner that I definitely wore the most this year. And what I also love about this, and it's probably why I didn't have a whole lot of like one eyeshadow palette that really jumped out for me, is because on my days off, like when I'm not going somewhere or I'm not filming anything, I usually just wear this liner and some mascara, and that's kind of it. I think because it has this really pretty coppery metallic finish, it just gives the eyes the prettiest little effect to where I don't think you need eyeshadow. I'm just taking the 208 brush just to even this out. I ended up taking this eyeliner over a little further than I normally do, so I'm just kind of taking the 208 to even it out. This is a really soft formula. You do have time to kind of smudge it if you want to. It's a mechanical pencil, so it's very easy to just roll up. I love it, and it's beautiful on the top and the bottom. This is one of my favorites. You know how I was having that moment with the Charlotte Tilbury color Chameleon? I still love that one too. That one's beautiful. Amber Haze, it's gorgeous. This reminds me a lot of Amber Haze, but a smaller pencil. So love, love, love. Love, love, love this. I'm going to just take a little brush. I'm taking a little tiny pencil brush. This is the 210. And I'm just going to run it over just to kind of smudge that a bit. Now when it comes to lashes, this was an obvious no-brainer for me. The Dior Lash Primer, without a doubt, best primer, my favorite primer. It has been for a decade or more, and it's just fantastic. And it's definitely the primer that I reach for the most often. This conditions the lashes, so if you use this every day, it's actually going to over time improve the appearance of your lashes, like actually improve the quality of your lashes. So kind of good to know. So if you're one of those people like me that uses a lash serum too, this is just an extra little kind of step to help improve your lashes. I love this product. Okay, and then any guesses on the mascara? I have a feeling that you'll be able to guess this one. This will be an obvious. The Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. Okay, this mascara is just my favorite. There are so many great mascaras out there, so many. But if I had to pick one, if I had to go into Sephora and I said, you know, you have to throw out all your mascaras, you can only pick one, this would be it. I love it. It gives length, it gives beautiful volume, very full lashes, but they look natural in the sense that they don't look hard and crispy when you layer this product. They look fluttery, you can really fan it out. I just think it's so pretty. It's very, very nice, very gorgeous formula. And I also like the texture of this formula. It lasts a long time. You know how some mascaras, like with the YSL Lash Clash is a perfect example. I love that mascara. It's very, very dramatic, and that's what I love about it. But it kind of gets messy quick. So after you've used it for, 5-6 weeks, you kind of notice that the wand gets a little clumpier, a little messier. The formula starts to shift and change as it is exposed to air. And you have to kind of replace that mascara more frequently than you do this one. I love it. It's a good one, you guys. It's a good one. It's beautiful, and it's underrated. Not enough people are talking about this mascara, but it's so good. It's kind of pricey though. Everyone pointed out to me, I think this mascara is like $40 or somewhere around there, which is pricey for a mascara, but it's good. I love that you can really, really build this too. You can really build it and it doesn't really get too clumpy. I mean, there's a point where you're like, okay, that's about as much as I'm gonna get out of this, and you can kind of just step away. You can also apply it on the lower lashes. It's not too heavy. I would recommend just real quick little kind of pass over the lashes. You don't want anything too heavy on the lower lashes. One, I don't think it's flattering to have a real heavy lower lash, but two, you're more inclined to have like the raccoon eyes and the smudging and all of that, the more makeup that you have on your lower lashes. So this combo is so, so good. Oh, you know what? Darn, I forgot to share this product in the beginning of this video, and I should have because I wanted to apply this on camera for you guys. How could I forget? Okay, that's on me. This product right here, I'm going to find some B-roll of me applying this, and I'm going to incorporate it right here so you guys can see this. The Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. This was and is a frequently worn product in 2024. I discovered this product in 2024, and this product just knocked my socks off when I first applied this. It is absolutely beautiful. It makes the skin look just filtered and flawless, and you have the most beautiful radiance to the skin, but it's not shiny. It has an SPF of 15 in it. It's beautiful by itself. If you want to just wear a little concealer and put this on and you're not someone that needs a lot of coverage, you'll probably find that this replaces your foundation, honestly. But you can wear it underneath foundation. I probably wouldn't waste it and put this underneath a full coverage foundation because the full coverage foundation is going to completely cover it and it'll be what's the purpose. But this pairs beautifully underneath the Jane Iredale powder. If I wanted to apply this and then dust the powder on top of it, that would be a beautiful combo. I'm really happy that I discovered this product in 2024 because it is a favorite. I'm the shade Nude. I love it. It's pricey, but in my opinion, it's worth every single penny. So my apologies that I forgot to apply it. And I'll actually find a video where I talked about this earlier this year, and I'll link it down below so you guys can get more insight into this product. It's beautiful. Okay, you guys, we are getting to the end of it. We just have like 3 products left. They're all lips. Let's start with lip liners. There were 2 lip liners that I really used. Like, they're my go-to lip liners. Like, they're just kind of what I reach for 8 out of 10 times. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium 2. This shade is beautiful. It's like it's just a little deeper and pinker than the original Pillow Talk. To me, it gives my lips the most ideal lip color. Like, if I could pick what my lip color would look like, if I wanted to get that treatment, what's it called? Lip blushing, where they almost like tattoo your lips a natural color. This is the color that I would probably do. The other shade is Wherever Walnut. This is something I discovered this year, and I would say for the second half of this year, this has been my go-to liner. I have it in this formula, and then I also have it in the, I think it's called the Aquaproof, waterproof formula. It's a little different. Like, the other waterproof formula has more of a silkier glide to it. It's a little creamier, a little silkier. This is kind of more of like your traditional lip pencil. This is the shade of that, Wherever Walnut, and this is absolutely beautiful. I love them both. In fact, I can't decide which one I want to apply. I think I'm going to do Wherever Walnut on the lips, and I kind of fill in a little bit. Not all the way, but I don't want a really defined line around my lips. I want it to really kind of feather in. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and the lipstick is going to be no shock to you guys. It's the Candy Gloss Lipstick from YSL in the shade 13. I'm holding 2 here. These are both 13. I have repurchased this 3 times. I have another one lying around somewhere. I need to actually toss this one out. This shade it's described, I think, online as like flashing rose, but it's really like this beautiful peachy shade, and it's very glossy. It's buildable, so you can get a really sheer application, or you can build it to get more color. I think it's so beautiful. It reminds me, so how I described balmy blush and what it does to the face, it just gives this youthful, healthy appearance. That's what I feel like this does with the lips. Oh, I love applying this. There's something about applying this that just makes me happy. Oh, it is so good. Look at this. Oh, I don't think it gets better than this lip combo. It's just so beautiful. I love it. Definitely my most worn lipstick. You cannot go wrong with this. I love the formula. This is definitely my favorite shade though. Another great shade that they have is 15, and it's more of a neutral, more of a brownie kind of rose shade. But this one, you just can't beat it. It's so good. Okay, you guys, we have one bonus product. It is not makeup, but you can purchase it at Sephora. It is a beauty product, and it is the fragrance from Fleur in the scent Missing Person. I got turned on to this a couple of months ago from my friend Amanda, who's here on YouTube. Her channel is Lux Mommy, and she was like, you have to go get this, because she knew I loved that fragrance, Juliet Has a Gun, and she's like, you love that one, you'll love this one. And when it comes to fragrance, I have probably 6 different scents that I kind of rotate between, but this one I wear almost every day. I love it. It has a very clean scent. I'm not really good at describing fragrances. I'm gonna put some of the keynotes here on camera so you guys can see it if you're really into fragrance and you can understand a scent when you see the notes. I'll put them all here, but it just has a very light, clean scent. I love it. It's very, very good. It's kind of one of those unisex scents, which I love. So that wraps it up, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know what are the most used products that you've used in 2024 and what are some fun discoveries that you discovered in 2024. I think I'm going to follow this video up with new discoveries of 2024 that I loved. So if you guys want to see that video next, drop a comment down below and let me know. Thank you for watching. As always, all the details will be in the description box, including Jane Iredale's Black Friday sale, 20% off site-wide, plus a free cheek and lip stain with purchases of over $100 or more. So check it out, don't miss out, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.